I was God, partners filmed down this weird right wing loop like conspiracy hole. Fucking boomers, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, the internet should not be given to boomers because they just. I don't know. I was going through I was on his computer printing something off, and I was like, out of curiosity, I checked through his YouTube like history because he's always on watching stuff on YouTube. And in fact, he was like, it's good that he was watching stuff from like Charlie Kirk, and that
not Charlie Kirk.
What's the black
dude?
The black really conservative woman.
Candace Owens.
You know, Candace dick fit in your ass, you fucking idiot.
Come on.
Yum, that's good. That's beef, babe. Oh, I'm about to beef.
From the mystical lands of Middle Earth, I have returned. I come bearing grave news. It stinks there. It smells like fucking wet pussy.
Because that's all there is to eat.
I ate so much pussy.
I'm starving, but I'm very popular with the ladies.
Oh, there's very little nutrients in puss, just yeast.
Pussy germs are lacking
a problem
nutrients.
in someone's life.
I eat too much
there's
pussy.
Just pussy to eat. I'm sick of it.
I cannot find
Get this pussy out of here!
I don't want any more.
You fucking slap it and it makes a wet fucking.
Yeah. Just smack it. It's just. Gushes back out at you.
You're like, oh, this pussy. And
can I just say,
that's our AdSense.
Andrew's using his phone at the dinner table, bruh.
I'm trying to find a penis
put
question.
Your fucking phone away.
I'm trying to find a penis question.
Grandpa would slap you with his ring.
Put your phone away. We're having a conversation, all right? It's like Christmas dinner. You haven't seen your family in a while, and you come in. You're like, no, I'm looking for a penis question, Grandma.
I am looking for a
here's
penis question.
Here's an observation off this very topic. As an adult, when you have. Like when you're staying at your parents' place for an extended period of time, like I just did this last week, do you parents still do any like actual sit down at the table shit, or have they just kind of given up on that since you left? Because like when I went, it was very like sometimes we'd sit at the table, sometimes we'd just like get a tray and watch TV. But I remember as a kid, it was always like sit at the table with the mat and the the shit. But these days it's like just what no one cares, and everyone just stands up as soon as they're finished, and people text at the table and whatever.
It's kind of a bit of both at this point, but a lot of the time they'll have us sit down. But I have kind of just made it a rule that we have music on in the background of like dealer's choice, because sitting in silence with the family just eating makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. I hate listening to people just like clink.
Yeah, please stop doing that.
It's silent.
Do you put on like super hard left shit just to like try and convert them over time, like Russian army choir stuff?
I mean, me and my brother have talks with my mom about that stuff all the time, but like big family gatherings, nah. I don't have the energy to take on all of them. Fuck that. I don't want to be like, hey, we should, probably just be chill with, letting people come to America for safety, and a bunch of them be like, what the hell? Do you want them to take our job? And I'm like, shut up. I don't care.
I'm trying to eat my mashed potato cone.
I got a mouthful of turkey gravy
in my foreskin, Andrew.
The Andrew Miller family classic, an ice cream cone with mashed potato in it.
That's a waffle dough.
It's portable and tasty and savory.
James, you look very cozy over there.
I am.
He chilling.
Now that he doesn't have his beard, he has to do the next best thing.
It ain't no secret.
Right.
All right, hit us with a question, Andrew Miller, YouTube.
Yeah, fucking... spit a question at us.
Any question, or are we going for the penis question?
Hit me.
I found the animal penis.
Any question.
Favorite animal penis?
Any question.
What's it? It just goes on to explain his own personal favorite from Combat Wombat of just his personal
that's one of
favorites.
my patrons, so I'd like to take partial credit for this, I think.
Maybe
I want to distance myself from this.
Please.
You're taking partial responsibility for this question, not credit.
phrasing is very important.
Out of curiosity, what was his favorite animal penis?
He lists a couple.
What was his favorite animal penis?
He's got dolphins, blue whales, ducks, and of course echidnas. Of course, echidnas.
Of course.
I was gonna say duck.
Of course. Wait, I mean, if we're talking animal penises, everyone's familiar with the classic echidna penis.
I have my
Number
favorite
15.
one.
Got rude.
Echidna penis.
I don't even have to think about it. I got mine.
What's your favorite?
Horse penis.
What is it?
Just because of pure size?
No, I like horse penis because it's the most lethal. Because really, really big penises, like whale penises, like they're not effective enough. Like that's like hitting an ant with like a grooved sandal. Like you might miss, you know, like it might get in one of the grooves and it won't down smash him. But like, and then like a
James
human penis,
for the heavy stuff.
A human penis, you can't really kill much with the human penis, but a horse penis is somehow just right where it will pull out our intestines and kill us from the inside out, and I think that's
there's
pretty awesome.
at least one recorded death by horse penis.
There is.
Exactly.
I can't think of many other animals that have that.
So that's based in fact.
Yeah, the lethality of sex is a big thing for me.
Really into lethality sex.
Hey, throw back to when they fart in the penis hole and you die. Beefboys episode 3 or some shit.
Yeah, that was that down smash.
For real. Yo, down smash fart would be epic. They gotta give that to like Steve or something.
Well, that's Mario, isn't it? Well, it's not a down smash though.
Oh
That's
shit.
just yeah.
Yeah, just
and
farts.
Toad be shitting.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Kudos.
I like cat penises because they got little switchblades in them. They're like little
I was
switchblades.
gonna say that. That's so funny.
Don't they like lock up like when they're trying to like?
Yeah, they've got like little barbs in them or some shit. They got little fucking little blades come out. And I like to think
everything
they
about
that.
cats has the little barbs in it. Their tongues got barbs too.
Yeah, exactly. They're very spiky. They're like, I feel like if you were an advanced male cat, you could like push your dick out back and spin it around. Like, what's those, the dinosaur with the big spiky tail, with the big rock tail? You could kind of do something like that.
Mario.
Yeah. Mario.
Yeah,
the Mario saw.
the Mario.
So if you had that, I don't know what their dicks look like, but I imagine it's kind of like a pendulum, but like perfectly metallic. So I imagine you could probably like whip that around and like cut stuff with it. So yeah, that's my vote.
I think I gotta go. I mean, it's a classic. It was listed under him, but I think just the evolution of duck penises and vaginas is fascinating. Because female ducks be getting raped so frequently, they had to like adapt their vaginas to have more than one like entry to the real eggs so that they can reproduce. So duck penises had to adapt to be able to like, what's the little camera they stick up your butt during?
Colonoscopy.
What's the goddamn
colonoscopy?
Yeah, colonoscopy. They have like cameras that they can like bend around and inside of you to like
cameras.
Ducks invented the original camera for that.
Colonoscopy camera.
Colonoscopy camera.
I thought ducks had the corkscrew.
They do.
Like a corkscrew situation.
It's a corkscrew, but it's like
it's ribbed for female enjoyment.
Exactly, but it's corkscrew because it can like zip in around.
Enjoyment.
Yeah, it can
for lethality.
It can find the correct tube to impregnate so that they can spread their DNA.
Have you guys ever seen scientifically accurate DuckTales? It's all very well explained in that.
That sounds awful.
That's gonna be like the next human mutation when girls finally win with the men is trash thing, and then they don't want to have babies no more. But then evolution, like, wait, no, you gotta have babies, and then we evolve, and the men's gonna have the corkscrew dick.
We all have corkscrew penises. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like having a penis that's different than everybody else's. You know, I feel like that'd be kind of awesome. I don't know. You know, you're special little boy.
I already got one of those.
My corkscrew
Everyone's
penis.
already got a special penis, though, picture you included. So don't tell yourself otherwise.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got a beautiful little knobbly fucking int penis, and you know, I'm sure it's enjoyed the world over.
Thanks, Dad.
The world over.
That, Dad.
It's got gnarled bark on it. It's mossy.
It looks like when Davy Jones like makes someone one of his guys, and after a few days they start growing the shit on him.
It's got barnacles.
Yeah.
Anytime Doplex has sex with somebody, they start developing barnacles.
I was very disappointed in Cyberpunk. I know it was a meme, but like part of me really held out that like the genital customization would have allowed you to have a gun penis that you could like fire off once in combat as a meme or something.
You would
that would
think,
have been awesome.
You would think like developers, especially on like a really huge scale like that, would think of shit like that just for the fun of it. Like you like how
just
could
hide
nobody
it in like a really obscure place,
or you get a mod
Yeah.
like you get like a 10,000 Eddie mod where you have a cock penis that's like an extra little attack you can do here and there.
That's what I mean. Or like, but like hide it somewhere like the dildo in GTA San Andreas. Like make it like it's a hidden secret thing you can find, but then you've just got a cock penis you can shoot at things. Like that'd be cool.
Didn't South Park? Yeah, didn't Hillary Clinton or was it Oprah Winfrey? She had like a gun coming out of her vagina. Do you remember that?
That definitely sounds like if you have an AI generate a South Park bit, that would be one of them.
That would be like number 5.
Yeah, that would take a lot of revisions to get to.
But with South Park,
that's true.
The mention of South Park has just reminded me of one of my greatest tales.
Let's hear it,
dude! Fucking
it's
launch
time
into it,
for
brother.
A Jeffrey Miller tale.
So, one of my buddies, who's kind of like the... Thank you, Joe Flex.
What was that noise?
I think it just came through weird on Discord. So one of my friends who's kind of just that, maybe you are one of these where it's just like you're the guy who's the butt of every inside joke of your entire friend group for the entirety of your entire life. So that was this guy. And he really
The lightning rod.
Exactly. He was our lightning rod of abuse. And he really loved South Park like so much. And we all like South Park and stuff too, but like I remember there was this episode of South Park where there were these bikers or something, and they like all they do is just make biker noises with their mouths, and their bikes go slow or something. And he loved South Park so much he would come to lunch, like I think it's like 10th grade. He would come to lunch and reenact the episode and laugh so hard he'd throw up. And I swear to God, that's not fake. He would throw up in his mouth from laughing so hard at him recreating last night's South Park episode.
I wish I could love something that much.
I wish I loved anything that much.
Dude, same here.
Think about it. It was beautiful. Like
it was fucking beautiful. But so. Like our school had like 3 lunches per grade or some shit, so that like you didn't have a good chance of getting with a lot of buddies sometimes. So I got with him and my girlfriend at the time, and me and my girlfriend would sit on one side of the table, he'd sit on the other one, and we just chill and I guess listen to him talk about South Park because he'd eat his food like really fast. And one day, my girl, I always wore cargo shorts and
classic.
And like sweat shorts in high school. I was wearing sweat shorts and I had no boxers on, and my girlfriend reached over and started touching on my penis at lunchtime in the school. And we start she just starts giving me a little penis action in the lunchroom, and my friends talk
penis action.
My friends sitting across from me like fucking talking about Family Guy or something, and my girlfriend starts she starts like she's looking for the finish. Like this isn't just
she's
fun.
running home.
Yeah, this isn't for fun. Which I started to get worried, but I didn't know what to do. And it just kept going, and he kept talking about South Park, and I was looking him right in the eyes, and I started to bust, and I fucking cummed all over his shoes. Just while he's talking to me about South Park. He's looking me in my eyes, talking to me about South Park, and I'm actively dribbling cum onto his fucking Reebok.
This guy was throwing up in his mouth talking about South Park, and you cummed on his shoes. He's
like, my vomits are like wilder than I remember. You should have been like,
shoes.
You should have been like, hey, did you see the episode where the guy comes on the other guy's shoes?
Let me reenact it for you.
Yeah. Let me show you. Oh.
And my girlfriend never really, I don't think she really watched South Park, so she never really laughed at much of what we were talking about, but she started dying laughing when I started bussing, and he was like, oh, he got like kind of, he thought he was telling a good story and kind of got on top of it.
Right now.
And I was just like, you don't know. Yeah. You don't know, brother.
That's not very beta simp behavior, James. That's actually pretty alpha chair behavior.
That's pretty Sigma.
I'd argue it's Sigma. I never told him about that either.
Looking another man in the eyes as he throws up to South Park and coming on his shoes.
I have some friends that watch this, so they know who I'm talking about. But Vinny, I nutted on your Reeboks, dog. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Okay, so hold on. Wait, hold on. Because I have to know. Like when he stood up, did he look down and see that? So he just walked off and like your little baby driplets were just like kind of falling on the concrete.
I get like I'm not
slipped in it.
I'm not.
He just gets up and immediately like
he breaks his back.
He gets concussed.
I wasn't really bussing, I wasn't bussing huge loads at that point, especially because I was kind of fat and I had a shitty diet. So like, I'm not bussing fucking goblets of cum, but
James was shooting that simple syrup on him.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, like, because she was kind of going up my leg, not down my pants, because that would be way more fucking noticeable. Just like, so it was kind of just like under the table through my leg. And if it would have like shot out, I would have cummed on his calves, which would have been a hate crime or something. But
yeah,
it kind of just dribbled and spunked a little bit, so it kind of just like bounced up onto the front of his shoes. Like I remember like looking, and you could see that there were like wet stains, but he was wearing like white Reeboks, like dad shoes. So like, it wasn't like, hey bro, why is there fucking vanilla ice cream all over my Jordans?
My Jordan.
Hey man, you got cum on my J's.
You've literally shot someone.
I shot somebody. Yeah. I had the gun dick. I got the gun dick mod. And I shot him.
You can now say that you came on a dude before.
I have come on a man before, yes.
Is that your gayest experience?
I think
Coming on a man's feet.
I think it might be.
This isn't really a big topic, but just something off that is it's funny you say how like there's the one guy who's like the butt of the group in every friend group. Every friend group's got one, and if you don't know who that is, it's you. But
that's a good point.
Have you noticed there's also the opposite of that, where like there's like a spectrum where there's like the guy who always gets roasted, and then pretty much everyone else might get like roasted or teased every now and then, but or whatever. But then there's like the one dude that just no one touches for whatever reason. Either he's like too innocent or too, and then every now and then someone like has a go at them, and you're like I don't know. It feels like someone like just punched a toddler or whatever. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't.
Like, hey man, you can't do that.
And like he's fine with it, but you're just like, this feels wrong. It's funny that there's that spectrum.
The power imbalance. It's shifting.
You broke the code.
No, I totally get
all
that.
of a sudden, and then all of a sudden the guy gets bullied, like he gets really empowered and starts like, he's like, just my shackles are free. Oh!
Especially because it's usually the guy that like won't do it to anybody else, even to the lightning rod. And also, if you are the lightning rod, you're doing a great service. Let me just put that out there. And you won't be the lightning rod forever. But like through high school, it will continue, but it won't be forever. And you're doing a wonderful service because all of my funniest stories involve Vinny.
Pause. I need to blow my nose.
How about you blow my load? Thanks.
All right, kudos.
I made it worse.
We've waited. Okay, that's good. Courtney, rework Kudos' voice so it sounds like him again. The audio listeners would think we have an imposter among us. This question is a question that's they've been asking it since the 1800s when Willem Dafoe was sailing the sea with Robert Pattinson. Andrew, read.
This comes from Saucy Legs McGee. My most valued question. The homies and I have had this debate in the back of our group for well over 2 years. It splits us right down the middle. 3v3 with neither side stepping down. If you were to fuck a mermaid, would you rather the top half be fish or the bottom?
I actually listened to pretty much the TEDx version of this the other day.
Really?
It was another podcast answering the same question.
It's a popular question, and it's an important one.
Yes. I would say...
Go ahead.
Hit us.
Woman top half.
King.
Because there's a lot you can do with the top half of a woman. One.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think like the sensation of you can fuck a couch. So if they had a weird fish cloaca, is if the top half was good,
Speaking
it's
from
like
experience.
I'll just deal with it.
Yeah, a
You know?
mermaid's got to have a pussy somewhere.
So yeah, there's got to be some kind of fish pussy.
Well, yeah. Well,
Hey, aren't they
that's what I
all
was
fish
gonna ask.
pussies? Hey, fuck women!
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yes!
Hold on. Wait. So is that?
Yo,
is
James,
that,
do you work at Activision?
Yes! Yes! I'm a chief executive officer that also makes women kill themselves. Yes!
This episode's called "Welcome to the Cosby Room."
For anyone wondering, this is all jokes. We
Can your green screen be the Cosby Room?
Yes!
Yeah, fuck the people at Blizzard and
Dude, literally,
Activision. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck them. I'll never
Yo,
spend another.
fuck that
I'll
shit.
never spend another $1 on Blizzard, and it's easy because they make fucking
still-
World of Warcraft and Overwatch. Who the fuck cares about those games anymore? Fuck them.
Yeah.
They're
All right, first
pathetic.
of all-
Wait, can one of you guys give me? Can you guys
I'm
please
sorry,
just give me a
Kudos is
TLDR?
gonna be the
Can you guys please
defender
give me
of
a
Blizzard.
TLDR on that because I don't know what's
No,
happening.
I was gonna say I've been playing World of Warcraft for like 15 years, and I am going to unsubscribe.
Woo, what a
really?
legend.
Because
Hell,
Wow.
what is happening? Can somebody explain it to me, please?
Should we do that? Should we go into this whole thing on that
real
episode?
quick, fish pussy, and then let's move on to that.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah,
We might all be in agreement, in which
woman
case
top
we don't have
half,
to
that's my
discuss
answer.
it.
yeah. Okay, so Doplex
Yeah.
is on
Wait,
the top.
no,
half.
top
Doplex
half.
sounded like he might be playing the other side.
No, I was trying to ask a question.
He's gay.
Oh, okay, what's your
What
question?
it be?
I was trying to ask what's the logistics down there? Is it like do they have fish pussy?
Let's say
Do
they
just
don't have
like
fish pussy.
Yeah.
generic hole.
Let's say they have absolutely no orifice on the bottom
So
part
it's
of
just
their
smooth
body.
scales all the way
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
you can have sex with is the
I'd
top.
probably-
We could just get
Gotcha.
some,
Well, okay,
some
so I
epic
really
hit
liked Kudos's analogy of you can fuck a couch. So I'm gonna go woman top half.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I think just like James jizzing on his homie's shoes, like really, it doesn't take much for.
It doesn't take
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, but woman top half, bam.
Because I feel like
We're done.
I feel like woman top half is like I want to make love and I love having sex with beautiful women, and
Yeah.
woman bottom half is whole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
more
woman bottom
primitive.
half is like those ones, those like disembodied like asses you can buy at sex stores. That probably
Yeah,
sell
exactly.
The Fuckmaster
Yeah, those
3000 or
fuck me
whatever. Where
sillies.
it's just like a weird
Yeah.
fucking Play-Doh ass. It's like that's what
Yeah.
you're going for if you go fish top half.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Yeah.
much rather get head from a beautiful mermaid than just stare a trout in the eyes. And
That's
be like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
There's a
the dude
reason
who
why
asked-
mermaids
the-
traditionally are woman top half. You never see sexy
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
big booty fish top halves.
Unless it's satirical.
Fish ladies.
The dude who
Yeah.
asked the question, I'm pretty sure because I responded to him and he responded like the dude who asked the question thinks that it should be woman bottom half. So I'm sorry to have disappointed
Yeah,
you, but
saucy legs,
your
big
argument
get
just
fuck-
went from
get fucked
3
on,
to
dude.
3.
It's now 7-3.
He's had this argument for years, and it went from 3 to 3 in 1 second to 7 to 3. You've been absolutely stomped.
You've been
Yeah, I gotta-
absolutely blown the
Yeah.
fuck
I
out.
gotta give
And
partial
also,
credit.
may I add, you might
You
want
may add.
to you might want to seek some psychiatric help because the thought of staring a fish in the eye that gets you off.
It really says a
My
lot
man.
about what you think about women. Because it's like, do
Oh,
you want
no,
a woman
my
for
head
her brain, for her
died.
soul, or do you want a woman for her fleshy hole? you
For
know?
her whole, yeah, exactly.
See a therapist is what we're
Yeah,
trying
I
to
gotta
say.
give
Thanks
partial
for the
credit
question.
You sick
of
fuck.
my joke to Protein Shakes, who commented bottom half, no contest. If you tell me you could stay hard staring into the eyes of a trout, I will call you a sick man. And I said,
even
this
if you
man's
like-
spitting.
Even if you like bent them over and just tried not to look, you'd still be hearing that fucking pufferfish fucking.
Did I upvote myself on accident?
Can you imagine like a guy being in it like, oh baby, you're so hot.
Also, the top half would have to be underwater or it would die.
That's true, yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
comes
doing
along
like
a
a
beach and
handstand.
there's just like legs and an ass sticking out of the waves, and you're like,
Yeah!
Fucking the ocean.
That sounds like a boomer comic with that really disgusting art style.
Okay, so now that we understand that we all would like to have sex with the top half of a mermaid, can you guys please explain to me what the hell this Activision Blizzard thing is? Because I've been seeing it trending, but I still don't understand it. And you guys talk about it pretty passionately.
You wanna
Can
take it,
explain
James?
To me?
Do I
I'm
wanna
just-
take it?
I'm a
I'll take
stupid
it.
little boy.
go ahead.
So-
Take it, James.
So, sorry,
James,
I'm not grabbing my
put your
penis in
passion
reference
into
to anything about this. It's just up in my boxers. All right, so
You're just generally grabbing your penis.
yes, I've always
Just general
so,
maintenance.
Basically, there's a class action lawsuit by the state of California against
Your
Activision
tax money,
Blizzard.
Doplex.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
True. To sue them on behalf of the women at the company, like, because they, they don't. They're mistreated. Don't have equal rights. They're not paid enough. They get shit on and belittled and stuff. And it's been going on for a very long time. And I believe people have tried to speak out about it, and they've always got shut down. And basically, there have been some big things that happened. Like, I think on a company retreat, one of the like executives or like higher ups was sexually harassing a female employee so badly to the point that they just killed themselves because like they couldn't go home because they were on a vacation.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude,
I think,
this is at $1 billion
During a
company. Like,
business
I don't know
trip.
how you don't hear about that. But
She,
What the
I think
fuck?
she'd had like one of her nudes passed around at like a company.
yeah,
party
like
the
one of
week
the
before or
top
something.
dudes just started
Oh.
sending her nudes to everyone in the fucking company, like you do at a company that gives their CEO $100 million Christmas bonus this past year. But
God
yeah,
damn.
So shit like
I
that.
didn't know it was that severe.
No, yeah, they had a
bad.
room.
That's probably the most extreme example, but yeah, there's a lot
Well,
of
after Bill Cosby was found guilty for all the shit he did, they built a shrine to him in their office in just an empty office room.
I saw
it
that. I thought that was just a
so
meme.
It was,
I
it
didn't
was
know
a
that was
hotel
real.
room. So it was during BlizzCon. They had like, which is the convention for Blizzard that they have each year.
So their joke
they had
is
a
that they're
hotel-
going to rape their fans at BlizzCon. Very nice.
I think what it was from I haven't read everything about this, but from my understanding is it was like a hotel room where like I guess some of the like the leads and stuff either were staying in or just used as like a hangout spot like in downtime. And apparently it was kind of like a big networking thing where you'd go to like rub elbows with like the big leads if you wanted to, I don't know, get into the business or make deals or whatever the fuck. But they called it the Cosby Suite, and they had a big fucking like framed picture of William Cosby.
And all of them standing in front of it, taking a nice picture with it.
Being like, eh! And like all of them are like it's the current World of Warcraft lead, the current Diablo lead, the current StarCraft.
Yeah.
It's like everyone who's like in charge of shit today in 2021 was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
hey, Bill Cosby, man.
So,
You know what? Like that's something that like would be funny if it wasn't them. You know what I mean? Like if it was just like some random
Like
dudes
for example,
doing
if
that as,
James
like,
and
a
Andrew
meme.
had it behind them this entire episode.
Yeah.
Courtney, don't
like
do
That'd be
it.
funny. It's like, like, cause it's just you guys, but like the fact that it's like these higher ups at this like pretty very established video game company with this sort of history, and now knowing that's so fun.
So I'm especially hurt. There's obviously there's a shitload of examples of this. I'm hurt as a
Right.
gamer, but obviously this isn't about me. This is about the woman affected by it. But it is very
course.
disappointing as someone who's been a long time fan of World of Warcraft and Diablo and Overwatch is alright. To hear this, and the worst thing is it's not even like a recent thing. It's not like, oh, they hired a few bad eggs in the last few years and it started going downhill or something.
It's like the leads,
when
right? Like
a lot of
that's-
people point to Activision's merger as when shit got bad for Blizzard, and that
Nah,
might be the
fuck
case
that.
like
That's
business wise,
it's
because
not.
fuck Activision.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's like some of these claims date back to like original World of Warcraft, like vanilla, like the thing that me
Yeah.
and so many other people are intensely nostalgic
Yeah.
about. One of the main guys on that who has multiple characters and like quests and stuff in game referencing his name was like one of the dudes listed as one of the like worst offenders for harassment. Like he's one of like two people I think specifically mentioned in the lawsuit. So it's kind of like it's like retroactively tainting this experience, knowing that like this is what happened behind the scenes, and especially since for the longest time people thought Blizzard was this like wholesome, amazing place to work, and like just the pinnacle of like what every game company should be. You know, it's like, oh, look at how good their games are and how well they treat their players.
Yeah.
And of course, their employees must be having a great time, but you know they weren't, and it's
And you find out, Doplex, they did other shit where all like the higher up male employees would throw all their work onto the girls and then do something they called a cubicle crawl, and they would get drunk and then just sexually harass women in their cubicles while they worked the entire day, and they would they do that every here and there.
I don't know if it was like, I don't know if that was like the goal of the crawl, but I think it was just like these guys.
That's what it ended up being every single time. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm not saying that probably happened a lot.
No, I'm not.
Just clarifying that wasn't like the goal of the cubicle crawl, but
no, totally.
But these guys just skirting responsibility, getting really drunk, and just going around and just being fucking like nuisances and making like rape jokes around women and other uncomfortable shit like that.
Yeah,
So,
like I'm sure that like none of them. I'm sure that most of them probably. And I don't even want to like to give it context. I'm sure a lot of them probably weren't going into it like, I want to fucking abuse someone so badly they want to die. But the culture of the company was such from the top down that it was that's what it always went to, because that was the culture that was defined. So it's like that more than anything is the most incriminating thing, that like a higher up at the company can even have the audacity amongst peers to suggest that they should have a Cosby room at their BlizzCon retreat that year. Like the idea that you can suggest that defines the actual culture of the company and tells you that all of this is fucking true.
We probably should clarify as well, just this is an open case. No one has been convicted yet, and they should have a chance to defend themselves in court, but the sheer magnitude of the accusations, the amount of people who've come forward.
Kind of this is all alleged, but
it's all alleged until innocent until proven guilty. But the sheer magnitude of people coming forward makes me heavily lean towards
and the picture and text evidence and all that shit.
Exactly. Like at worst, some of these stories might be exaggerated or overblown, but the overall culture is very much, confirmed.
Dude, there was, and it leaked, and they totally embraced it in their fan base too. Fucking Hafu, who's like a huge streamer and has been like a pro player for a very long time, just in video games, tweeted the other day that when she was 17 in 2008, she was going to BlizzCon for an MLG tournament in something, I don't know a lot of fucking Blizzard games.
I think it was WoW Arena. I think it was a World of Warcraft Arena match. Yeah.
And she tweeted that she got accepted to the finals or whatever, and then a team joined that was called it was I think I don't want to get the name wrong because people will think I'm exaggerating, but it definitely said like something about raping Hafu.
I think it was literally just rape Hafu.
Yeah, like let's rape Hafu.
I saw the same
something.
Tweet. It was fun.
The team was called Gonna Rape Hafu at regionals.
There you go. And they won, and they got into regionals where she was already scheduled to be there, and she was 17 years old. And when she got there, everybody, including representatives of Blizzard, told her, "Dude, it's just a joke. We're gamers. Get over it." And just had to live with like thinking about
get over it.
Like an entire team of dudes like just hating her so much they want to rape her, and that's their whole thing that's driving them to be a team apparently. Like, and that was embraced by the Blizzard community. So it's like, it just goes all the way back to these fucking weirdos. And at BlizzCon 2010, there was this conference where all the male executives were just fucking demeaning and belittling all the females in some Q&A, and totally embraced a bunch of fucking super inappropriate questions from the audience, and just scumbags.
And the real cherry on top, and this is typical amongst liberals, is just this like intense hypocrisy where like they put on this show as like very much like Disney, where they're like, oh, look at how much representation we've got, look at how progressive and great we are, but then meanwhile behind the scenes they're like doing all this awful shit, and that doesn't mean that invalidates like that. Like that's, I mean, sure, representation is good, of course, but to be doing that just shows how like fake a lot of it was,
totally.
Yeah. Start honestly, within, start with yourself. Don't just put on the image of a good company. Like actually do it.
No, for sure. I mean, honestly, the way I see it, and like just because like Sabrina, she went to school like literally to get into the games industry.
Yeah.
And once she got out, once she graduated, obviously her family spent all this money. She dedicated literally her entire life to this.
Yeah.
And by the time she graduated, she decided she didn't want to do it anymore because she saw like how I guess I don't want to say toxic masculinity, because that word is it's accurate, but like it's
used incorrectly and has
yeah, exactly, yeah, right, yeah, but like in this case it is kind of true, especially like the games industry being so very like heavily skewered towards men.
It's incredibly
like,
masculine,
since like the 80s,
and it's full of men who don't have very good social skills to begin with, not trying to justify it or like make excuses, but like that's that's what it is. You know,
it's full of dudes who were good at something that no one fucking.
It's not only that, but it's like the snowballing of it because it just progressively gets worse over decades and over time to where like I said, Sabrina, she didn't want to do it anymore when she graduated because she heard so many horror stories, and she has a lot of friends who are in the games industry, and like that's what it is, and it's very unfortunate. But and then she chose a completely different career path and dodged a huge bullet.
What's her face from Twitch?
Goes to show.
She literally went through the same exact thing as Sabrina did. I don't mean to belittle her to this, but I can't remember her name. Oh, Sweet Anita. I was gonna say that. She has Tourette's.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. Sweet Anita literally said the same thing. She went to college for games.
Not to be racist, but she has Tourette's.
I didn't want to just belittle her to that, but I couldn't remember her name. But she went to college for games and then got there, and every class was just full of dudes, and they were all fucking assholes, just like typical. They're these dudes who were so bad at everything except this really nerdy bullshit that no one cared about in like middle school and high school, so they were huge losers, and then got to a spot where them being good at the nerd shit made them cool, and it just like totally flipped them on their fucking head of thinking they're like really awesome. So then she said she switched to animation, and it was still all dudes, but all those dudes were nice and didn't have any fucking air of like, I fucking define an industry. You should want to suck my dick.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is these guys who, like, are intense gamers, which is, that's fine, but, within that, there is often people with poorer social skills, in some cases. And especially with, say, something like at Blizzard, World of Warcraft was a smash success when it first came out, like way more than, it seems silly in retrospect, but it was way more spectacular.
Yeah, fucking dominated the world
than they expected. Yeah. So suddenly you've got all these guys who, might not have the best social skills, who have probably been like bullied or shat on throughout their lives, but then now they've got these giant egos. They worked on this giant successful product, and everyone loves them for it, and they feel like they can get away with doing anything, and that's what ended up happening.
I think you run into this
like a celebrity complex. Like, I don't know.
I think it's a certain kind of male like fucking like character type. Kinda. Well, it's more like these dudes probably got really into, because I mean, there's so many people that play video games because it's competitive and they like being fucking good at it. And a lot of those guys most likely aren't good at the archetypal manly things like sports and shit, but they still deep down, not even deep down, they still are like they want to be the cool frat boy type, but aren't able to live up to that. But once you put them in an isolated fucking landscape of like video games, then they get to be the cool frat boy fucking douchebag that they never got to be because they were fucking nerds and losers. But now they're really good at making video games and playing video games, so now that they get to take that fucking frat boy mentality out on everybody else.
To be fair,
that's what I think.
I mean, a lot of frat boy, I mean, the entire lawsuit was saying there's a frat boy culture, like this isn't exclusive to nerds. A lot of epic, sexy football players are also fucking massive rapists and like.
No, exactly.
But
so these guys weren't good at that shit.
Yeah, it just but then they got in an industry where morals, they were. I think.
Yeah, no, totally. That's what I'm saying. It's a character type. When put in a place where you're good enough to be able to embrace that character type and have enough confidence, you are going to, and you're going to be a bad person. And I think that's what these
Especially
people
from
got.
A position of power.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's like the overarching narrative here is they are in a position of power, especially with like, just working in that sort of industry where it has been dominated by men for so long, and then you have like a woman coming in and it's like, I want to make a game. Like, okay, let me look up your skirt while I do my cubicle crawl.
Yeah. Literally. Fucking.
Yeah. It's fun. So anyway.
Then through all that, ruining a bunch of people's fucking dreams, because, hey, and girls like video games too. Controversial take. Girls be liking video games, guys. No.
We'll have to get some statistics up on that one, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll have to run the data.
Yeah. If you're a woman and you play video games, comment
your phone number below.
Yo, I better.
I could use this opportunity to completely.
We're like the fuck. We're exactly like Blizzard. We spend the last fucking hour like justifying this, and then we just turn into comment your bra size below, ladies.
No, but we're nice guys, so we'll be nice to you if you do it.
No, it's okay when we do it. We're cool.
We'll make up for them being mean. We'll be really nice if you tell us your phone number and bra size, though, because we're nice.
All right, we can move on. We didn't need to talk about all this. This isn't the place for serious topics. All right.
Yes,
you know what I want to talk about?
We're based.
Have you guys seen that meme where it's like?
Oh my god.
Have you guys seen that meme where it's like every squad has and then it's just rapist 13 times, and then it's the fucking Robert Downey Jr. picture where he's like this in the suit, and it says, "Oh shit, I work at Activision Blizzard."
Hey yo, I at the very least, there's always good memes that come out of stuff like
it's
this.
Great, it's great.
I saw one that was like. I saw one that was like, "Oh no, Blizzard finally can't solve an internal issue by telling people that a new character in Overwatch is queer."
Yeah. Can you imagine if that is how they try to solve it?
They do a full fucking. Was it Kevin Spacey? They just
we're all gay.
Like, hey guys, guess what? Winston is gay. There was like the monkey,
the fucking gorilla,
the monkey.
Like, I guess good for him.
Bastion's gay. Yeah. We've programmed him different.
The robot?
Here, look, let's be positive. Let's put a positive spin on this.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, I love a lot of their games, and I still do. Like, just they have a place in my heart from when I was growing up. Let's hope that this can finally shine light on all the fucking awful people. They get blown the fuck out. They get cut out like a tumor. The people who are being harassed and having an awful work environment, which was obviously having a massive effect on the games because their games recently have had very poor reception. Hopefully those people can finally get back to being passionate about what they do, and hopefully 5 or 6 years from now, once all this is sorted out and all the the development time's caught up or whatever, hopefully we can start seeing Blizzard make good games again in an environment where everyone's happy and well respected. That's
maybe they can pay everyone fairly instead of giving their CEO $100 million bonus when the company's in the fucking
$50 billion while people can't.
When the company's in the tubes.
Yeah.
That would also be epic. So yeah,
fucking
do that.
Loser.
That would be.
Or maybe the company will just go under. Maybe the whole company.
That'd be kind of epic too, actually. One or the other.
That would be kind of epic. Yeah.
Everybody sell out of your Blizzard positions. Let's crash the company.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone buy.
Let's do it.
Everyone buy GameStop.
Yes.
Let's make that happen again.
Let's all crash GameStop until they give Doplex's $700 back for that bag of M&Ms.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Oh, actually, speaking of, there was someone asked me this question. It was something to do with the speaking of stocks. It was a subreddit that I heard about a while ago, and this person asked me a question that brought it up again, and it was based on what's that thing in the Wolf of Wall Street, the Jordan Belfort thing. What did he get? The penny trading thing or whatever it's called, isn't it?
Penny stocks.
Yeah, the penny stocks.
Pink sheets, penny stocks.
Yeah, sure. So there was a subreddit called penny trading, which is. What, have any of you guys heard of that?
Yeah,
No.
I mean it's like it's a way to make it's really volatile, like price moving. So you can just make money fast. A lot of day traders do it. There's not as many limitations on selling points and shit. Blah blah blah.
So what if I fucking penny trade your fucking asshole, you dumb cunt?
Come on, bro. Come on, you don't gotta hit me with the orange justice. Come on, man. No.